Students, we'll talk a little bit about the ATM asynchronous transfer mode architecture. ATM, as I told you, is a cell switched network. And students, the interface of the user with the switches in the network is called the UNI, or the user to network interface. And the interface between different switches in the ATM network, they are called the NNI, or the network to network interface. Students, slide pe chalte hain, and we'll have a look at the architecture of a typical ATM network. Students, as you can see, we have got multiple endpoints in this particular case. And as I explained to you, we have got switches in the middle. The interface of the endpoints with the switch is called a user to network interface, or a UNI. And then you've got multiple switches which are also connected to each other. And in that particular case, the interface that we have is called an NNI in this case. Students, you have to remember that the connection between two endpoints, in this case, it is accomplished through different transmission paths. So students, moving on to the next slide, you have got a TP, or a transmission path, that actually connects two endpoints. So you've got an EP on this end, and you've got an EP on this end. So think about EP as a big tunnel. A transmission path is actually our physical connection. It can be a wire, a cable, a satellite, or whatever it is. So this is our physical connection. Students, inside that TP, we have got this TP divided into several virtual paths. Think about VP as different highways inside this tunnel. So your virtual path is your TP is actually divided into different virtual paths. And this VP, it provides a connection or a set of connections between two switches, students. And then I told you that the cell network is based on different virtual circuits. So think about virtual circuits as different lanes inside this highway that we named as a virtual path. And students, all cells that belong to a single message, they follow the same virtual circuit, and they remain in their original lane, or they remain in their original order until they reach their destination. So students, transmission path, inside transmission path we have got multiple virtual paths, and inside virtual paths we have got multiple virtual circuits, and different cells from each of the ATM message, they follow the same virtual circuit. Students, the identifiers that we use, the VPI and VCI, virtual path identifier and virtual circuit identifier, and we use these to route the data from one endpoint to the other. The hierarchical identifier has got these two levels that I'm showing you, the VPI and the VCI. Students, the VPI, or the virtual path identifier, defines the specific virtual path, or VP, and the VCI defines a particular virtual circuit, or VC. And students, the VPI is the same for all virtual connections that are bundled into one virtual path. The difference, though, is that in a UNI, our VPI is 8 bits long, and in our NNI, or network to network interface, our VPI is 12 bits long. So the total length of NNI frame or ATM is actually 28 bits. And in the case of UNI, you have got a total of 24 bits. Students, this shows you an ATM cell. You've already seen it. We have got 5 bytes that are dedicated to the VPI, VCI. They are dedicated to the header, actually, but most of this header, it is actually composed of the virtual path identifier and your virtual circuit identifier fields. And then you've got a payload of 48 bytes. So your ATM cell in total, it consists of 53 bytes in total. Students, just about the different layers in the ATM, we have got the physical layer and we have got the ATM layer, and on top of that you see an AAL layer, or ATM adaptation layer. Students, these from top to bottom, the application adaptation layer, the ATM layer, and the physical layer. And the physical layer, as the name indicates, it deals with the actual medium. And then on top of that, you have got the AL layer, which is divided into different AL layers, AL1, 2, 3 and 4, and then you've got 5, and they perform different functions which are of routing, traffic management, switching, and multiplexing.